two, three.
Hello, welcome to Gaming with Shiv. I am Shiv. Right now we are in the um, King Air C90, about to take off from Seattle Tacoma Airport. I've checked my gauges; they look good for takeoff. So I'm just gonna take off real quickly. Right now it's 60 knots, 70 knots, uh, 80 knots, and here we take off. Just gonna raise the nose just a little bit, and here she goes. She just took off. Great takeoff. Honestly, if I tell you that was a great takeoff. Right now I'm just going to let the plane gain altitude. Real quickly. I set my navigation to tune 11 because that's the airport we are heading to. We are heading straight ahead. We are not going to KPAE as I did in my previous flight with the Cessna 172. We are not going there. The altitude is set. The altitude is set to 20 something, 20,000 feet. Um, Now, yeah, as I mentioned, we're not going KPA. We are going to TCR, which is right around the next radius. As you can see, in the radius, we have 3 or 4 airports in that radius, but we are going to the main airport in that area. I'm just gonna align the plane real quickly as I turned off base heading. I'm just gonna align it with the airport so we won't have any problems when landing is about to come. It's aligned with the runway. Not technically, but it's aligned with the airport. So once we start to see the airport, I can align it a little bit more. Speed is 180 knots, which is good. I'm just gonna raise the altitude just a little bit because I just want to fly at a constant altitude, a little bit above the city of Seattle. Good. 31,000 feet is good. 31,000 is reasonable for the King Air C90. I'm giving you a little outside view of the plane as we are flying. As you can see back in the view, we just took off from Seattle Tacoma. This is a twin engine, 6 passenger plane. Gears are up. I just took them up like a few seconds ago. As you can see, we are passing Seattle. It's not Seattle, but it's buildings. It's like a city or something like that. We are about to enter the horizon. Sorry, not horizon. We are about to enter the radius of the next airport. What I mean by radius is when you enter the radius of the airport, you can start to see the runway. And basically, a radius is a term that lets you know to start preparing for a landing because you are approaching the runway. Passenger view. I'm just gonna turn it back to cockpit. Awesome. Just giving you a view of the outside from the cockpit. As you can see, we are going flying right next to a river, which is I'm not sure what river that is, but it's a river right next to us. Um, okay, we are about to enter the radius. This flight won't be long. It'll probably be maximum at 7 minutes, probably 6 minutes if I can uh land it quickly. But I don't want to land it quickly. I don't want to take the risk at all because this is my second flight and this is the second video of the X-Plane 10 series. Um, the torque, all the gauges look good. The torque is awesome. The props are awesome, and we are the navigation. We are going straight, as you can see. The radar is pointing straight at the airport, which means we are still flying. Here's the outside view. The pan zoom. Um, just want to change it back to cockpit view because I like cockpit view because I can see the status of the plane. What's going on? If I need to change any settings or something, I can do that from the cockpit view. Um, so yeah, we are still flying. That's good news. We are. I think we have just entered the radius of the airport, which means we can start to see the runway. So I'm just going to, once I start to see the runway a little bit more clear, because right now we are cruising at an altitude of 31,000 feet. I don't think any pilot can see from that high the airport. So I'm just going to, once the airport comes a little bit near, I'm going to start to align the plane with the airport. Gonna start to I'm gonna cut off the throttle to probably 10%, and I'll just let the plane glide, and Once the plane starts gliding, we can land it real quickly. So I can start to see the airport, and I'm changing the base heading. I'm lining up the airport. I'm lining the plane up with the airport. As you can see, we have entered the radius. Um, I'm just going to line the plane up just a little bit more, so we can land it safely. You know, because if your plane's not aligned with the runway, you cannot land it, and even if you try to land it, you will crash definitely. So as you can see, I'm just cutting off the throttle. As you can see, the airport is coming near. The airport's right there. I can see the runway, and I'm just turning off all autopilot so I can land it manually. I'm just gonna let the plane glide from here because we have around 10% throttle. We aren't in autopilot mode, so I'm just gonna um if the plane's going off too much to the left, I can bring it back to center, and I'll just manually land it from here because I don't need autopilot to land it for me. I'm just gonna let the plane glide as we are not in autopilot. Everything looks good. Final recall, um, altitude looks good, speed looks good, and gears are down. Final checklist is over, and final recall. Just gonna let the plane glide into the runway. Um, Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't checked out my main channel, please do check it out, Shivang. And thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Subscribe. Thank you.